Blessings, and welcome to this Friday NIA live event. My name is Daniel Roqueo, and if you have not tuned in before, I welcome you here. I welcome you to this space of allowing for health to emerge from within us, allowing for vitality and strength to emerge from within us. The strength and the vitality that is inherent to our bodies. Hi, Alma. Alma. Almost sounds like a Swedish name. Where are you from, Alma? Or is it Aima? No, Alma. Regardless of when you are and where you are, welcome to this space. Nia. Oh, you're from Chicago, so it's not a Swedish name then. Well, it doesn't matter. You're just as welcome, even if you're not in Sweden, which is where I am. And so let me just briefly give an introduction to NIA. NIA is short for neuromuscular integrated action. And to be honest, what that means, I don't know. It means that we allow the body to guide us into the movements. Oh, and Alan is here. Hi, Alan. Into the movement and movements that the body needs to call forth strength and vitality and healing, allowing for blockages, allowing for free flow of energy to flow through the body. And so Nia typically is danced, as we say. Nia is danced in 60 minutes routines, so it's kind of like aerobic, but it's nothing like aerobic. But it's a combination of healing arts such as yoga, such as Feldenkrais, dance arts such as modern dance and jazz dance and Duncan dance, and then we have the martial arts. So these three arts: healing arts, dancing arts, martial arts. And the martial arts are Taekwondo, Aikido, and Tai Chi. All this beautifully mixed into one amazing blend of movements to music, barefoot, typically, allowing for the body, as we're all unique and perfect individuals, emanations of the one. The way my body moves and the way my body likes to move is different from the way any other body is moving. And so the way your body moves is different from the way anybody else's bodies moves and likes to move and needs to move in order to stay healthy, in order to stay vital. So Nia is not listening to the instructor doing his or her bidding, or the teacher, but it is really tuning in, listening within, allowing the body to guide and lead and move us. The body's way. And of course, the slogan of Nia is, through movement, we find health. And that is what we are about to experience now. This brief session is not a full routine, but this is, actually it's called the 7-minute workout. But as I think that, and this is my personal opinion, 7 minutes, I can't get enough. I mean, 7 minutes, they go by so fast. So I have extended it to 15 minutes or 14 minutes. Or however long this takes. We're not going to set an alarm, we're not going to set a clock or anything, but we're going to tune in to our bodies and let them guide us. And the foundation of the 7-minute movement or workout is something called the 5 stages. And these 5 stages, it's the embryonic stage, it's the creeping stage, it's the crawling stage, it's the standing up stage, and it's the walking stage. And these are the 5 stages that each and every single one of us go through as we are born onto this planet. We begin as embryos, moving as an embryo, and then as little babies, we begin to creep and we begin to crawl and we begin to stand up and we begin to learn to walk. So these 5 stages are based on the human evolution, the physical evolution of every single human, most humans at least. And doing this is miracle work. I'm telling you, this is miracle work. Oh, hi Dee, welcome for the first time in South Carolina, which is where you're on vacation. I'm so glad that you're here. So when we engage, and this may seem too simple, that health can be derived from doing such basic movements. And I'm not going to go into the whole theory behind it. We could be here all day. So it is more about us experiencing what this does to the body. I do this workout every single morning, pretty much the first thing I do when I wake up. I've done it for a long, long time, and I'm enjoying such great health. I thought I was in great shape before, but since I started doing this, I'm not perhaps as fit as I was when I was 20, but I am enjoying amazing health. I am free from pain. I'm free from illness. I'm free from disease. I'm free from everything in terms of disabilities or liabilities or restrictions in movement and all that kind of stuff. So I'm thrilled that I get to share it with you. I just love it. So the only requirement before we begin is that you're able to get up, or actually that you're able to get down and then up from the floor by yourself, because we're going to be doing a lot of floor movements and floor work. So you need to be able to get down and get up from the floor by yourself. And also you need to have a floor cleared from obstructions, because we're going to be moving around on the floor. But other than that, as this is done in your body's way, whatever conditions you have, if we feel any strain or pain, or this is not about bursting through limits. This is not about making the body do what it perhaps cannot do. But this is about allowing the body to guide and lead and move us. So I'm going to be showing the movements, but I'm going to be showing the movements in my way. And it is up to you to adapt or to tweak it in your way, so that it fits your individual body. What else? Oh, can you hear the music? Let me know if the music is too loud or too low or just perfect. No, Alan cannot. So I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Soft for me, quiet. All right. What about now? Perfect for Alma. I know that within the Insight Timer, as I'm speaking, I'm probably cutting off the music, so it won't be perfect. And I apologize for that. But this is the way it goes. And anyway, it's not about the music. The music is just for bringing a soft tone and a peaceful tone to this experience. But it's not about the music anyway. So if you can't hear it, that's fine. Any questions before we begin? Are you all ready? I wish I could see you. I used to say that I wish I could see all of you who are tuning in, but doing Nia, I particularly wish that I could see you, as it is about moving, but I can't see you, so we're gonna have to do it this way, which is good. All right, so no questions. It means that we are ready to go. So I invite you to stand up, and I invite you to begin. I'm just gonna move up the screen a little bit. I invite you to begin to move, to just walk around. No agenda, no plan for walking, just walking, letting the heel lead, placing the heel first on the floor and letting the foot roll down. And begin to move your limbs. We've got 13 main joints in the body. The ankle joint, starting from the left side, the ankle joint, the knee joint, the shoulder joint, the elbow joint, the wrist joint. We've got the neck, we've got the hip, and then going down on the right side. So 13 main joints. We want to move them all. And as we turn our attention toward the body, let's become aware if there is stiffness anywhere, if there is movement restriction anywhere, if there's pain or ache anywhere. And we don't want to label it, we don't want to judge it, just become aware of it. And in the process of becoming aware, we can actually speak it out loud. So I'm sensing stiffness in my neck. I'm sensing a little bit of stiffness in my lower back. And as we continue walking, I invite us to take not a very deep breath, but a little deeper breath than we perhaps have been taking. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Sort of smelling the moment. Imagine that we're smelling a flower, a wonderfully smelly flower. And just become aware of how much air we were able to take in. And we're going to compare this to the same breath at the end of this exercise and just get a measurement as to how we have expanded. All right, so now let's get ready to get down on the floor. I'm going to flip it down. So let's just, in your body's way, find a way to the floor. And for a brief moment, let us just rest in whatever way feels comfortable to you, allowing the body to center itself, to ground itself. And when you feel inspired, and this is the embryonic stage, we can begin to move, rolling from side to side, from belly to back, and to belly again. Allowing the body to guide these movements and find our way into the embryonic position. We can extend, we can reach, we can lift our arms up, we can lift our legs up, just allowing the body to do what it wants to do, to loosen the stiffness, to come back to a state of wholeness, harmonious health, vitality, and harmony. Rolling from side to side, from belly to the back. Stretching, allowing the limbs to extend. And once again, this is not about thinking. This is not about planning what to do, how to move. But this is about allowing the body to show the way. Because the body, with its divine intelligence, it knows exactly what it needs to heal that which needs to be healed. And gently, we can begin to prepare for the next stage, which is the creeping stage. So we come to our bellies, And now, just like a lizard, let's make one side of the body short and the other extended. So for me, that would mean pulling my left knee up. And then I begin to creep like a lizard. Forward going motion. Head forward. Allowing one side to extend, one side to contract. And we can rest for a moment with one knee up. Just look around. Behind us, above us, to the side of us. And we can allow the other knee to come up. Allowing the back to get some healing. We can continue the creeping. When you're ready, continue the creeping. And obviously, once again, this is about our body's way. And so whatever, if moving around like this feels or creates discomfort, we're perhaps not used to it, so it's going to feel a little bit strange perhaps. But if it creates pain or discomfort, we want to tweak the movements. Perhaps not pulling our knee as far up. Perhaps not pulling as much with our arms, but more gliding or sliding on the floor. And we can begin to get ready to enter into the crawling stage. So what we do is that we bring ourselves up, standing on all fours, allowing the body to rest on the four pillars, our hands, our arms, our knees, kind of like a bear. And we want to begin by extending, sort of like a cat does when it is awakened. It extends it back, stretches the back toward the ceiling. And then we can allow the back to just hang, allowing gravity to do its thing on our bellies, on our bodies. Swaying slightly back and forth, allowing the hips to soften and open up. And then we can begin the creeping like a bear. Forward, eyes to the front, head up, as opposed to hanging like this. We want to keep our heads up, becoming aware, watching, observing where we're going, allowing the head or our eyes to move around. Once again, observing our surroundings, becoming aware. And in this moment, I invite us to pay close attention to our wrist joints, to our hands. See what this feels like. To be creeping around like a little baby. Yeah, we can actually creep backwards, which is a completely different movement. Challenging the body to find its balance in another way. So we can stop, we can sway a little, and we can look around, allowing the head to move gently not forcefully, but we want to be loving and kind to our bodies. We want to listen to our bodies. We want to give them permission to tell us what they need. The soles of our feet pointed toward the ceiling. So we can begin to prepare for the standing stage. And what we do now is that we stand still. We spread our knees wide. We sort of tuck our toes underneath our feet. So spreading wide, tucking our toes underneath our feet, and then gently getting up on our feet. And from this, and perhaps this is the extent, this is your body's way. Perhaps you're not able to get all the way down, or you can stand like this. And if keeping your balance, or if that is a challenge for you, you can even pull up a chair, lean against the chair. And what we're going to do is that we're going to move from side to side, using our arms, using our feet. So one foot is on the ground, planted on the ground, while the other is lifted up. The heel of the other foot is lifted up. So we move back and forth, allowing the body to find its balance. And for those of you who do not need a chair, and please be aware that there's no failure, there's nothing wrong with needing a chair. It's just that our bodies are made in different ways. So it's all about listening to our bodies, allowing them to be what they are. But if you don't need a chair, perhaps you can move from side to side, allowing your hands, allowing your head to move, to stretch upwards and downwards and all around. And the advanced stage is to plant both of our feet on the ground and then keep moving. And once again, this is like play. This is like playing. We're painting like a little child, hand painting. So we're allowing our hands to be the paint brushes, painting a beautiful image, a beautiful painting as they move around. And of course, our eyes to get a little movement through our spine and through our neck. We're invited to allow our eyes to follow our hands so that we don't stay stuck with our heads. Beautiful. Wonderful. Coming back to center, planting our feet, maybe using our hands, planting our feet, and then stand up, consciously being aware of the body, allowing it to rise. And once again, we begin to walk. Coming back to sensing the body. Coming back to paying attention to how the body feels now, the now body. And as for me, I was experiencing a slight stiffness in the neck and in the lower back. I now experience a greater mobility and no stiffness in the neck. A greater mobility, no stiffness in the lower back. So thank you, body, for the healing work that you have done. Thank you, body. I now sense increased mobility in my hips. I now sense increased mobility in my neck. I now feel toned. Your body did really enjoy doing this. We're not done yet, but I'm sensing that the body is feeling very content right now. We can get up on our toes, on the balls of our feet. If possible, stretch our arms up to extend to the fullest, allowing the arms to come down. And let's take that smelling the moment breath again, just smelling the flower. So breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. And typically, we're encouraged to do a sort of measurement to grade how much air we're able to breathe in before and after, from a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is no air at all, to 10 being all the air that I can possibly get. But let's just become aware that perhaps our chest has expanded, that our capacity has been increased, like our capacity to breathe. And I see a lot of comments, so I'm going to be walking by the screen. Soft. So these were the 5 stages, but this workout is not complete yet. But we have 2 more stages. And the first one is a continuous getting up and down from the floor, or actually getting down and up from the floor. So I'm gonna change the screen again. And this is, once again, this is all about us tuning into our bodies, allowing the body to do what it wants to do. So just get down on the floor, and then I get up in my body's way. And we're gonna be doing this for some time. So find your way down in a way that feels good. And find your way up. We can get down on the side. We can get up on our toes. We can get up on our heels. But just continuously, slowly. This is not about speed. This is not about fast movement. It's more like a flowing, like the waves of the ocean. They flow and they flow and they do what waves do, but it's gentle. It's kind. It's still. So down and up in your body's way. And if you experience pain, or if you experience some kind of negative discomfort that does not arise from the body being unused to move, but if there's pain, find another way. Listen to what the body has to tell you. The body knows exactly what it needs. A little while longer, just getting down and up, allowing the motion to flow, wave-like, smooth, continuous. And of course, if you are an athlete with the capacity, you can speed it up. You can allow for greater motion to happen. But if not, let's do it slowly, gently. And up, and remain standing, please. And let's prepare for the last stage, which is a little bit of laughter yoga. So we get down on our bellies, face down, and just for about 15 seconds, allow that Buddha laughter to well up from within you. Oh, we can roll over on our backs and continue to give the laugh permission to roll and to flow and to emerge. And while we continue to laugh, let's sit up. And then stand up and begin to walk. We can continue to walk. I invite us to place our hands over our hearts. And let's move into a space of gratitude for the body. And let's give thanks and let's give praise and let's appreciate the health that we enjoy. Let's be grateful for the health that has happened, the healing that has happened during these 20 minutes or so. The increased range of motion, the release of stiffness, the release of inhibition. Let's give thanks for the divine intelligence that reigns supreme within our bodies, and for our ability and for our willingness to listen to them and allow them to guide us into what they need. Another moment, a silent moment in just silent reverence for our bodies. We can gently find our way back to where we originally started. Seated or standing or lying down or so. How was that? Feel free to just put something in the chat. For me, I absolutely love this workout. It's so simple, it's so easy, but it is so powerful. And usually when I get out of bed, I do experience a little bit stiffness from sleeping in the same position. But after 15 minutes of doing this, all that stiffness is gone, and I am ready to go, ready to face the day with all that the day has to offer. So thank you so much for tuning in, for joining. It feels odd, fun, healing, and invigorating. Great. Well, of course, it feels a little bit strange. I was when I first began doing this, I was feeling sort of embarrassed by creeping on the floor and crawling on the floor and perhaps making noises. Um, but if you come back, you'll get used to it, and the oddness will probably begin to dissolve. So thank you all of you who tuned in, who participated. Laura, Dee, Allison, Richard, Anna, I'm Alma. Great. Yes, same time next week, next Friday, for another 30, 35 minutes or so. Until then, I absolutely bless and bless and bless every single one of our ways and every single one of our days. Namaste. Bye.